control. It's been 1 month since Spring Schmidt stood here to discuss the results of the audit that was done. 1 month is a lifetime for the animals at ACC. She promised updates on the website about what was being done, but we've yet to see them. Is it too much to ask that she return here and inform the council and the public of any changes that have taken place? The ad for the new shelter director is so long and wordy that it makes us wonder if she truly is looking for someone with compassion to save the animals. We know progress takes time, but there are things in the audit that could have taken place immediately without any director. Simple things like proper cleaning, better communication between staff and volunteers, and simply making the choice to not euthanize that leash-fighting dog. For many dogs, biting the leash is a sign they want to play. And since short walks are all the enrichment these dogs get, leash biting can hardly be construed as aggressive behavior. They are merely excited to finally be getting some attention. To Spring Schmidt and the council, we ask, are you truly committed to making positive changes at St. Louis County Animal Care and Control? Or is this all just smoke and mirrors that the former administration put forth? For instance, per Citygate Associates audit, it was recommended that county animal control utilize vendors that offer quality goods at discounted bulk prices. Council members, county AC dogs desperately need collars. To date, collars have been purchased by volunteers, but these collars leave the building when a dog is adopted or sadly euthanized. There are typically 50 dogs. Okay, I lost my place. There are typically 50 dogs in areas 300 and 400. 90% of these dogs are without collars. And speaking with a volunteer, and I'd like it officially noted, that they request collars be funded from the $2+ million AC budget in order to facilitate ease of leashing and the safety of dogs anxious to relieve themselves, who have often been waiting 18 hours for a potty break. A recommended Citygate vendor, CS Specialties, offers collars at around $2 per collar of orders of over 50. Surely St. Louis County's multi-million-dollar AC budget can earmark a few $100s for collars that will facilitate safe leashing of the dogs in your care. We are their voices. We won't go away. Do you hear us? Thank you for your time.
Hi, my name is Lori Klingbeil. I live in St. Louis City, and I don't know who to give these to, if you'd like them, I am I am here to speak for the animals at St. Louis County Animal Care and Control. A few definitions of the word care: the provision of what is necessary for the health, welfare, maintenance, and protection of something or someone. Feel concern or interest, attach importance to something, look after and provide for the needs of. To provide for their most basic needs is nice, but we need to be able to provide for their emotional well-being. A mature dog is pretty much compared to that of a 3 to 4-year-old toddler. You don't expect a toddler to learn things on their own, so let's not expect a dog to learn on their own as well. If a dog isn't enriched, they will decline. They will show this in their actions and behaviors. You will see leash biting, you will see excessive jumping, you will see clamoring to get out of the kennels, as well as getting stuck in their kennels and biting at the bars. Now, with that said, put yourself in their place. You don't have the ability to reason or understand. You don't know why you're not getting out. You don't know why you're neglected for just 2 15-minute walks a day, if that. I also struggle to understand why we're able to walk the animals around the office park, but yet we're not allowed to take them off for further enrichment, say to a park for a couple of hours. And then I also question the reason these dogs are being labeled rescue only. Leash biting, a dog is too strong and jumpy, a dog has a reluctance to be around men. Those can all be worked with. When you label a dog rescue only, you've got a rescue that's going to need to pull them or be willing to, but in order for that rescue to pull them, you're going to need a foster. So now this delays more time on the dog with the potential to being put down because now they're further stressed. And I read the audit a little bit, and I think a little bit of counseling in returning dogs Some people are at their wits' end. I know when I had my girl, and I knew her a year and a half before I adopted her, I had 3 times I thought about returning her. The one comment they made to me, not Tommy, where I adopted her, was I knew how she was when I got her. That to me right there knew what she would be subject to at the shelter. And on that end, when adopting out a dog, I think it's also to do a little bit of education. If you get these dogs enriched, get them in play groups, get their styles, get to know them, assess the adopter or future adopter's lifestyle. Fit the dog to the family. You're not going to get a hyper, super leash jumping dog to someone that's got a 2-year-old. So then,
Mr. Presiding Officer.
Go ahead.
oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
So does the shelter currently have the ability to do this, and many much more need to change? I'm going to guess they don't, otherwise there would be a director in the position who understands what it's like to run a shelter. Let's take this audit and learn from it. Get the director in there, make these changes. Proactive is so much better than reactive. Become the no-kill shelter that I know county and others can be, because within several years, that is the goal and the hope to make St. Louis and Elgin safe.
Thank you, Ms. Green.
And you're welcome, and I'm sure you'll get to see me again next week.
Next speaker is
Good evening, my name is Len Dover. I cannot get the City Gate Animal Control audit details out of my head. County Animal Control reminds me of the now closed city shelter on Gasconade. On good days, dogs are lucky to get a 20 minutes of fresh air per 24 hours. Think about that. 23 hours and 40 minutes confined to an unsanitized kennel with 0 enrichment. The audit revealed no surface with which dogs come in contact at county is properly disinfected. Not the ACO truck, not the intake room, not the intake exam table, not the animal cubbies, none of the get acquainted rooms, not dog kennels, not walking surfaces, not the pea gravel outside, not food and water dishes. The audit revealed there have been several parvo outbreaks at county in the past year, yet practices to prevent have been ignored. The audit revealed county receives weekly transport of unimmunized dogs from Florissant Animal Control, dogs potentially harboring contagious diseases. Healthy pre-adoption dogs are housed in 400 with kennel cough. Every day it is a new dog on medical. County AC has 17 caregivers, yet volunteers desperately trying to get 300 and 400 dogs outside before close were told just this past Saturday that there was no one available to help clean not 1, not 2, but 3 poopy kennels in 300. Volunteers' time spent cleaning cost dogs in need of a potty walk their walk. I'd like to ask the county council why county staff is not required to implement best practices and properly disinfect. Per the audit, foaming agents carelessly being sprayed on and immediately washed off kennels. Not all kennel surfaces are being sprayed. Depending upon the solution, it needs to sit for 5 to 10 minutes. And why are dogs being returned to wet kennels? I question the competence of any county leadership who finds the current standards at county AC acceptable. Yesterday at 1:30, county AC staff had yet to fill in the 300 and 400 walking logs. Volunteers arrived and started first walks at 12:30, filling in dogs' names on the log as walks were taken. County AC dogs were yet again waiting almost 24 hours for a potty break. No staff, only dogs had yet been walked. I ask, what if volunteers did not show up? Would county AC dogs ever be walked? Current standard operating procedures at county are reckless at best, inhumane at worst, and a profound waste of county taxpayer money. We beg for change. We beg for swift implementation of audit recommendations. This shelter is a blemish on St. Louis County, and you are the leadership allowing this to continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Dover.
Good evening, my name is Tracy Rumpf, and I'm here on behalf of the animals in animal control here in St. Louis County. Per the animal control code, Number 4 on your mission is prevention of mistreatment of animals within St. Louis County and protection and enhancement of the health and safety of animals in St. Louis County. That is not being done. It is not being achieved. We obviously, being here tonight, have heard all of them, have heard all of them. This is outrageous. I'm sure you're all aware that Missouri is the puppy capital of the United States. That's disgusting. We here in Animal Rescue, we are trying, every day we receive messages about dogs who are dumped, starved. Animal control has to change. It has to change. There's this, I'm sorry, I get emotional, but I'd like for you to hear this because this is important. It is a saying that says, if they breathe, they live. If they live, they think. If they think, they feel. Just like you and me. Please hear us. I reached out. Delaware is the first state who has become, they've become completely no-kill, the entire state. I did some research. I actually spoke to someone in Delaware who is a part of the shelter. There are solutions. We want to be a part of the solution. I teach my 4 children, when there is an issue or a problem, be solution focused. We have to find a solution. There are 17,000 volunteer or members of a group called Saving St. Louis Pets. I guarantee that every one of them, if they felt that you were doing the right thing, that you were standing up, they would volunteer, they would do whatever you needed. You're not listening, and if you are listening, you don't care. That's what we see. 6 months ago, before Steve Sanger left office, I emailed him every other day saying, I know that there's an issue at animal care, at animal control. There are solutions. Please sit down with us. We have so many ideas. We can help you. Never once responded. I obviously now know why. Things need to change. We are begging you. I didn't write anything tonight. You have to see in our faces the pain we feel for the animals. I'm a mother. I have 4 kids. I have 4 dogs. They're my life. And I don't know how you can sit there and not take action. I don't know. Please be solution focused. Please help us. These animals feel. This is not right. It's a huge blemish, huge. Please take a step. Call me. I'm a business owner. I'm a published author. I will sit down. I will do whatever it takes. We all will. Okay, I'm done. Just please